Okay, last point. Why learn Spanish? For those swoop in situations. If you've never been in one of these situations, you're going to be so excited whenever it happens to you. This is my favorite part of knowing a language that you don't look like you know. So I, especially back when I was younger, I was blonder, blue-eyed, and didn't look like I speak Spanish. And so it's super fun when I'm in the grocery store in Texas or in Spain or wherever I was, and somebody needs help and I can hear them speaking Spanish, I can hear they're having trouble, and I'm able to swoop in the Spanish language and offer help. They turn around and they're surprised to see me, but I can explain to them what it is that they're reading, what it is they're looking for in Spanish. And so it's such a wonderful feeling to be able to be that person that they think there's no help around them. They're struggling in a country where their native language is not the native language of the country, and there I am, or there one of my children are. To help. Gas stations, this happens a lot, especially in Texas. And so it depends on where you live in the world, but it's just a wonderful thing. Even if it's not Spanish, if it's Italian or Portuguese, you frequently can help because there's enough similarities that you can understand and pick up a little bit, hear what the trouble is. And then between your broken Spanish and their broken English, you're able to explain, this is what you need to do. This is what the problem is. This is how you get your help or what you do next. Carnivals, there's lots of festivals and carnivals, especially there's so children get, they get separated from their family. And that's really, really scary whenever you don't know the language. And so a little child not knowing where their mom is, and then you're able to say, don't worry, no te preocupes, tu madre está aquí, or we're going to find your mom, don't worry, I will help. That one word, that one sentence, I will help, or I'm going to help you, gives them peace until, so they don't need to know everything about what's going on, but you can give them that one phrase that somebody here knows my language and I can understand what they're saying. That swoop in situation is such a powerful peacemaking event because you knew how to say, I want to help, or I'm going to help. And so that's a huge phrase. And it's one of the first phrases you learn with flip-flop Spanish. Banks, this is a great thing too. A lot of times, especially in Texas, we have bilingual bank tellers, so that helps a lot. But if there's not somebody there, or they're in line and they're not sure where to go, and you hear the word donde está, or you hear a question form, and maybe you're not able to say everything in Spanish, but you're able to understand them and recognize that, hey, I understand you and I'm going to help you. So if you haven't been in a swoop in situation, hopefully, I can't wait till you are in one, because it's so wonderful to be able to help somebody when nobody else is. And then the most important one is when there's some sort of emergency. Obviously, a child being separated from their parents at a festival or at a party or at a carnival is a big one. But when there's a health issue, being able to see that they don't speak English and that they need help, being that voice in their ear of, it's okay, people are coming, we've got you, or telling whoever's with them in their own language that it's going to be okay, is a huge peaceful situation as well. So you're translating, basically, you're letting people know that, hey, 911 has been called, or whatever it is. And that swoop in situation is just, I can't explain how much it increases your life enjoyment, knowing that whenever there's a time that nobody else could help, you're that one. Unfortunately, bilingualism in the country that we live in is not that common. And so you learning a second language makes you kind of the superhero, the resident superhero that can help when maybe others can't.